Hello and welcome back to Wild Sun Art Studio. My name is Robinsunne. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video if you enjoy it, which I hope you do, because I really like. We're doing another paper cut today. I really like making videos for you. So this is going to be a little bit, let's pull us in. Oops. Little bit of a tricky cut because this is a rectangle, not a square. So I sat here one day many years ago trying to figure out how to do sort of, all these folds that come in from the sides and they end up on all the other sides too, but like you can't do a third fold from here because then you get the space up here that's not being paid attention to. So I figured out this is the outside corner of the piece, and if it was going to be a paper cut, the diagonal would come in from that corner. The diagonal would come in from that corner. So I figured that if I folded it here, and then fold this part up, it's looking really uneven to me and I don't understand why. So hopefully I can make sense of that. So then this little kind of weird rectangle, I'm going to fold in so that it becomes a part of this triangle system. So we'll unfold it like this, and well, I want the green to show, so I'm going to fold this backwards. And then fold the green out. Now when we fold papers back and forth, the original folds may not work very well. So folded this in, now I'm going to fold this in. And I'm kind of remaking some of these folds because now they're in a new place. Alright, and then we've got a fold here, so I'll go back on that fold where it was, and I'll fold this up. So this is kind of tricky, and if you lose your way, rewind a little bit and come back at it. And if it still doesn't make sense, leave me a comment and I'll try to explain it in a little bit. I'll make you a new video and try to explain it in a little bit different way. It just seems like going over all of these folds with a bone folder so that, they're nice and crisp, is really important with this one because there's so many folds going back and forth in there. So now that we're down to a triangle shape, which is kind of a normal shape for me, Now I can just make cuts and have it come out the way I like. I sort of know where I am again. I mean, it's perfectly possible to only do the 2 folds so that you basically have a rectangle. And just, design your cut so that that'll work for you. But I love this ability to make cuts that will come out on both sides. Now the thing that's kind of fun about this rectangle is that, see in this section where you've got, that little short fold in there. So if I make a cut that crosses beyond that fold, it's going to show up in the fold in a different way than it shows up, on this part that is the whole triangle. I will show you by making a cut here. That crossed beyond. And this is definitely a cut where the paper would love to shimmy out of place. So holding it tightly between your thumb and forefinger of your non-dominant hand, will really help make even cuts is the first thing. And then the second thing is that you don't end up cutting through because the cuts are uneven, and so you end up cutting something off an edge. Ooh, let's do a sort of chrysanthemum thing with lots of mandorla petals. Quite sure how to do this. This is where having sharp scissors. Oh, I really hope I did not mess that up. I did. Well, we'll get pretty close. Oh dear. Oh, I cut that all off. Bummer. Yeah, that's why you don't want the stuff to shimmy around. Well, let's see how I did. There are always more pieces. I'm going to bring this back out again. There are always more pieces of... Yeah, see how I maintained that long piece there, but I cut it off on that side. That will be interesting. Yeah, that was a little too close, because look, I just lost another piece. But I like that chrysanthemum idea. I'm going to keep working on that. This is kind of a interesting unfolding. All right, so this, yeah, I'll have to recut this, I think, if I want to use this general pattern. And let me pull in a white piece of paper. So here it worked out really well, and I kept that little skinny sliver on these 2 points, but these 2 points I ended up cutting it off, which is terrible. Ooh, and right here I kind of, oh no, that's all right. Yeah, so I mean, if we only looked at that part of it, looks kind of cool, right? And see, this is where that fold is, so we get, like, I totally cut that off, which is what happens in these folds. Very often this center portion, yeah, will be different somehow. You know what I could do is cut off, yeah, like cut out this part and have, I'm going to do it because this is already a paper cut that is a little mangled. Cutting off this center portion. I mean, seeing as how it's different anyway, because it was cut on that weird little fold. So now this is kind of a medallion shape, right? I like it. The only thing is this. Well, Perseverance, I think, is going to be my blessing wish for all of us today. If at first you don't succeed, just keep at it. You know, sometimes the universe appreciates a certain amount of stubbornness. Just say, nope, I want to figure this out. So may you have perseverance and, you know, a little feisty stubbornness in places where, you know, you really want to figure something out and take it through to the end. Yeah, I mean, sometimes there's the whole let go and let God thing that sometimes is annoying. Because there are times to just let it go and let it be the way it needs to be and do something different. But there are times, and I'm telling you this from having been on this planet for a while, there are times when it's really okay to say, no, I have the idea I have, and I'm going to stick with it. And I'm going to, yes, here's a what is it? Star Trek quote. Make it so. You know, like, just don't argue with me. Just make it so. So, yeah, sometimes we get to be the queen, and we get to just say, no, I'm going to make this thing happen. So in that case, stubbornness sometimes is a good thing. I mean, don't hurt people, you know. I shouldn't have to say that. All right, so have a lovely life, and make wonderful things happen, and I'll see you next time. Bye.